Hello everybody, it's Corey from Gemini Guitar back for a nice noise feature which we haven't looked at in a while. This one today is essentially for the beginner guitarist. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward and there's a repetitive picking pattern which I'll explain just now. So we're going to be beginning on string 4 and I would use the middle finger and we're going to be at the 4th fret. So what we're going to do then is we're going to pick that with a downstroke. And then we're going to use 2 upstrokes on the 3rd string. Now, what's going to happen then over 2 bars is we're going to repeat that pattern. I'll just count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And at the very last 8th note of bar 2, we're going to play the root note of our voicing, which is 4th fret on string 4. But then what we're going to do is, in the bar after, we're going to go straight to another root note, and in this case that's the 3rd fret, which is why we're using our middle finger, so we can make that transition just a little bit easier. So what I'm going to do is just play the first 4 bars very slowly so you can see how that works. So remember, the root note's first at fret 4 and then at fret 3. And we're using a repeating down, up, up pattern until we get to the very end of every second bar, which will be a downstroke. And then we're going to start the pattern again, down, up, in this case anyway, bar 3. So pay careful attention to what my picking hand is doing. Now, what's going to happen from there is we're going to employ a technique which is entirely optional, but it's something that I like to do. I like to get a bit of a feel when I'm sliding into the note and the position change. So in order to do this, what I do is, from that position I was in, at the 3rd fret, I'm going to basically put my middle finger down somewhere around the 4th fret. That's probably the easiest thing to do because we're already in position 3 here. And then I'm going to slide into the 9th fret on the same string. So we'll just play a little bit from the previous sequence. And I kind of muff that up then, I'll just do it again. That was a lot better. And what you want to aim to do with the sliding is don't spend any time lingering on the note you're sliding from. You want to just get straight into the note that you're going to. So that's a really good practice point for a beginner guitarist. You can just sit there from your location, the original location, and then practice sliding into the destination. So it should be very quick and brisk, straight to the target note. And that puts us at the 9th position, obviously. Well, actually the 9th fret. Just having a look there, we're going to be going to the 8th fret, so we'll just keep going with the fingering approach we've been using, which is middle and 1st finger. So what's going to happen now is it's basically the same picking pattern over every 2 bars, except we're just in a different position. So I'll just play bars 5 to 8, and then watch carefully for the picking, because that's the most important part. The left-hand side of things is pretty straightforward. So what we're going to be doing from this point is shifting, and we're going to use the same fingering approach, middle and 1st finger again, but this time we're changing to a different set of strings. So we're going to use the 5th and the 4th string, but the picking pattern will be identical. So the first root note is at 7th fret on string 5, and the second one is next door to that, fret 6. So I'm going to play bars 9 to 12. And what we do now is essentially stay in the same position, but again, we're going to change the set of strings that we're on in, well, at least half of it. So our root notes now are going to be on the 6th string, the lowest string just here. And it'll be fret 7, and then fret 6. Now what's cool about this for the beginner is that it introduces them to the string skipping technique and also the picking pattern. So the picking pattern is identical, which is mostly the down, up, up until we get to the end of the every second bar. But we're going to be on string 6, and then we're going to be skipping over the 5th string to get to string 4. So we get this. At the very end, I resolved on a low E5 power chord. You don't have to do that, and obviously when you're practicing, you'll probably loop, so go back around and do it again. So there'll be a download for the bass line, which is kind of the backing track. There's no drums, but the bass line really helps to bring out the atmosphere. So check the link below the video, and it'll be in the description there. You just click on that, go over to that, over at the website, and then just click on the link and you're right to go. So I hope you've enjoyed it and have fun with it. And then until the next lesson, bye for now.